Hi there and welcome to this holistic yoga video. I just wanted to give you a little tutorial into how to set up for a yoga nidra practice. So it's also for a sound healing practice. This would be a good way to set up. It's obviously different people are different, and if you've got back pain you might need to do different things. I'll tell you two different ways of setting up to do a deep relaxation, whether it's a sound bath, a yoga nidra, or a long mindfulness body scan or something like that. So I'm going to do it so that you don't have to spend any extra money on yoga props. So I'm using a pillow, like a bed pillow, fairly big one, fairly sort of thick one, and pop that down and put a cushion on top of it. And instead of a bolster, you can use a rolled up yoga mat, and you don't have to necessarily be on a yoga mat. You can be on a carpet on the floor or a rug. And then you can use your yoga mat to roll up within a blanket or a towel, and it makes a kind of a makeshift bolster, which is very, very similar to the fancy ones that you can buy. And then you can come to lying down, and always make sure that this part, this pillow part, is actually on your ribs, not on your lower back. And that will help create the right kind of curve for your lower back, help your lower back to really settle and release as you lay back. So with the, so nice, with that bed pillow underneath your ribs, and the cushion you can tuck a little bit, so it's sort of a little lip of the cushion, just roll it up a bit to support your neck, and your arms can rest out to the sides. And then just a great way to relax. So this is one way to relax, and that's good for people without back pain. If you do have back pain or hip pain, then another way to relax during the sound bath or yoga nidra is to use a chair. So I'll move this out of the way. And I've got a yoga chair here, but you could equally use a sofa or the kind of chair that you sit at the dining room table with. Not a wheelie chair, that wouldn't be ideal. And then if you've got kind of like a wooden or metal chair seat, then quite nice to cover it to make it a bit cozy. And another thing that can be helpful to do is to use a yoga belt. And you can use just a simple, let's move that out of the way, cushion behind your head. And then take hold of the yoga belt. So yoga belt is one of the cheapest yoga props you can buy, and it's so versatile and useful. I really recommend getting one. So you go in between both of the D loops, and then over the first one and under the second one. Of course, you can use the dressing gown belt, you can use an ordinary belt even. And popping that belt over your legs so that when your legs flop out, they don't go out any further than hip width apart. This can be so good for resetting tension in your inner and outer legs that contribute to hip and back pain, so it's so worth doing. And you notice my knees are further forwards than my hips here, hands can rest easily on the belly, and there's a nice support for my head. So you don't necessarily need support for the head. You can have a small book or a folded blanket underneath your head, or nothing at all if you prefer, but it can be nice for those extended, longer practices to get really cozy and comfortable. So now all you need to do is just press play on a lovely yoga nidra track or join a sound bath and enjoy and relax. Namaste.